Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol LSTS. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Before I get started, I would like to note to please check my disclaimer. Now, if you follow my videos, you know I've done this one many times before, and I swear every time I do it, it seems like it keeps getting better and better. This is literally a chart where you could put it right into a textbook of how you want a chart to act, how you want it to react, how you want a trend to look, just all the above. You could put this one into a textbook. So if I repeat myself at all through the video, if you've watched from the other videos, that is, I apologize, but sometimes I just can't help myself with all this good price action. So the last video I talked about, and I just want to reiterate, is lots of stocks can do this action right here where it makes some sort of big upwards initial move. However, initial being the key word, because after that initial move is over, lots of times they end up right back where they started. However, this was not the case with LSTS. You can see pulled back here, and it pulled back exactly where you'd want to see it pull back to, and it held at this key level of support, that being the purple line, which is a 50-day simple moving average. And then from there you can see it just skyrocketed right back up. And this is what trends are made of. Bottoms are found, highs are put in, then they pull back. However, the pullback's got to be higher than where it started from, and then on the next move up, got to break through and put in new highs, and that's exactly what happened. So like I said, you could put this right into a textbook about what does an uptrend look like. This is a great example of that. Big move, consolidate, pullback, and then big move once again. Now, talking about big moves, check out today's price action. A lot to like about today's price action in and of itself. Big, strong, healthy candle here. Although it didn't close quite at the high, closed pretty darn close. But that's kind of a minute point, because the big thing and the big kind of star of the show and star of the day is that the price was not only able to test, not only able to break through, but also able to close above. And to add on top of all that, it would close way above this level of resistance, that pink line there, which is the 200-day simple moving average. And if I scrunch the chart up here, you can see that the price hasn't even been close to breaking through it, let alone testing it. That all changed today, and the bulls passed that test with flying colors, and truly just crushed this level of resistance. So on that note, let's talk about some supports. And I kind of got ahead of myself right here. This level was a resistance last time I did the video, but this is the first update that needs to be made. This level is now a level of support. So right up there at 33.5 cents, the newest level of support. But I should note this is an ideal level of support, meaning ideally you'd like to see this hold, but if it doesn't, you still do have other supports below you. Specifically, as we've already talked about, that purple line there, the 50-day simple moving average. So again, if you were to ask me what would make the chart look really strong, I'd tell you, well, if it can remain above 33.5 cents. But at the end of the day, as long as the price remains above here, the chart will remain in an uptrend. Because think about it, let's say it were to come all the way down here, find support, and head back up. When we would go to draw our lows, this set of lows would be higher than this set, which is higher than this set. So then when we would grab our trend line tool to draw that and connect those lows, we would still be able to draw an uptrend, and that's what we want. We want uptrending trend lines. So as long as this level holds here and the price remains above it, it'll give us the ability to do that. Now, for the fun stuff in terms of resistances, there is bad news though, and that bad news is I have to scrunch up the chart in order to find where these levels of resistance are, because it's crushed through so many of them already that we have to go now on a hunt. So I know the chart's going to get a little harder to read, but at the same time, it's for a good cause, because we have to figure out where these levels of resistance are. Now, I already marked this one here, and that's up there at 53 cents. But another one I want to talk about is going to be right down here. Now, actually, let me scrunch up the chart some more so you can really see where that comes from. If you look back through the history of the chart, you can see that this level, although it didn't quite hit, pretty darn close as support. Right there, bounced directly off it. Right there, bounced directly off it. Then you can see a little batch here of a bunch of times where it was support when the price did drop below it, acted as resistance right there, and then when the price did get above it, you can see shot up there. However, when it did fall below it, you can see turned right back into resistance there. So this level right there at 46 cents is going to be the next big battleground for the bulls. Obviously, with a close at 43 cents, not very far off. So this battle could be taking place as soon as tomorrow. That wouldn't be unrealistic at all to think that. The next level of resistance isn't until, like I said, up there at right around the 53, 54 cent area. But the key thing that I want to talk about and point out is that, and we experience that today, is that the price is out in this kind of territory where there's not many levels of resistance, or I should say the spaces between the resistances are pretty big, so the price can kind of flex its muscles and move big like it did today. Lots of room to run, and that's exactly what happened today. Got above the 200-day simple moving average and really started to run. Actually, keep in mind where these red lines came from. I'm going to zoom back in so you can see things a little bit better. But like I was saying, volume poured in today, and the price just really kind of catapulted upwards and started, I don't want to say jogging. Today was pretty much a sprint, just a big breakout day for the chart, and lots of room to run here on the breakout. Get through 46, then the next level, next battleground is not until 9 cents up here above 50 cents. So 46 all the way up to 55. I don't want to get any further ahead of myself than that, but point being, great looking chart, great looking day in and of itself, and now it's got lots of upside potential here because it's starting to really clear through all these levels of resistance. So that's going to allow the price to kind of have a easier pathway to run on. So all in all, great looking chart. Hopefully it's already on your radar. If not, I'd certainly get it on your radar, and it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this week unfolds. One more time, this was LSTS. Thanks for listening.